Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. Today we're taking a look at the 1991 RUF CR4. This is one of the several cars added with the Gran Turismo 2 Plus mod based on unused content, and there were 4 in total unused RUFs in the base game, so this is one of them. It has custom physics because the physics on this car were never finished, but that won't actually affect this car all too much because obviously they test these things and they use what they can from Gran Turismo 2, so this should drive as it would do if it was in the actual game. It's based on a 3.6 litre naturally aspirated 4-wheel drive tuned 911, so there you go. It also only comes in black, which usually would be a problem. However, it kind of looks like the Bad Boys 911, so I'll take it. This one isn't going to be massively quick, but I am expecting these RUFs to do quite well around this track as a whole. 4-wheel drive, 407 horsepower, 1,290 kilos. Should be pretty quick. We'll find out as it gets 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the TVR Super LM Edition 28.620, the RUF CR4. Unlikely to beat that. I also need to keep making sure I'm saying RUF CR4 as opposed to the CTR4, which was the turbocharged version of this vehicle. Yeah, these RUFs, especially the 4-wheel drive ones, these should be pretty darn quick because they make an awful lot of power, and being rear-engined, they get a pretty decent drive out of the corners. Of course, the big problem these cars are going to have to potentially contend with is understeer, which is going to be more of an issue, but yeah, I'm expecting these to be quick, especially the later RUFs with the turbochargers, because they make mighty amounts of power. Like 600 horsepower RUFs are not entirely out of the question, and we've got 12 of them to go around as well, so an awful lot of knockoff 911s. The unfortunate thing with the RUFs, of course, is they do not have racing modification. I don't honestly understand too much as to why, because there's a lot of interesting stuff you could do with the RUFs, but I guess they just didn't want to chance angering Porsche, which of course is why we get RUF in the game. This was, I believe, the first game to ever sort of figure out the RUF licensing get out of jail card when it comes to Porsches. The first one to think, actually, this tuning company is an actual manufacturer, technically, so, you know, we could just license their cars. We've seen Gran Turismo do that before with several other vehicles. Also, I need to hopefully get in a quick lap time. This is very understeery. I will say that about the CR4, is it's incredibly understeer prone. First gear does help it, but again, that's just a case of remembering when and if to switch into first gear. Let's try and see if we can bundle a clean lap together in this car, because this should be mighty quick, to be fair. Not like mighty quick, but I definitely should be getting at least 30s out of it. Now, drive out that corner sucked ass. I think this is going to be a last lap dash to try and get in a good time with this car. We'll see though. It doesn't help the fact the gearbox on this is not the quickest one in the world, but anyways, we're in the 30s. Ideally we want to get more out of this though. I don't know if that's quite getting more out of it, but it's getting something out of it. Yeah, it's just the handling on this is not ideal. I just said how quick these cars should turn out to be, and the handling on this one is just not good enough to really get it round in any form of pace. 30.853, that is disappointing. That could go quicker. That's very irritating. That really could go quicker. It's just the understeer in that is so extreme. That last lap was the quickest, but I feel like there's at least 0.4, 0.5 on the table in that, but it's just the understeer in that is immense. It's our slowest four-wheel drive car like actual proper performance four-wheel drive car we've had. I think just because it's naturally aspirated as well, that's also not helping it in terms of getting all the power onto the floor, because 400 horsepower, it's a lot, but it's not like, you know, it's not enough to make up for the, to be honest with you, quite horrendous handling in that car. It's not great. Fortunately, that should be one of the slowest roofs we get around here, because a lot of these are sort of tuned 911 turbos. This one isn't. 30.853 is going to put it into 16th place. It's just not massively quick. It's slower than a Lotus Esprit V8. Admittedly, that had 250 more horsepower than this and probably was lighter, but it's just colossal amounts of understeer in this car, and that's what you've got to contend with. Could I have driven better? Definitely. I think once you adapt to this car, you could go quicker, but everything gets 6 laps, and that's the way it goes sometimes. Anyways, yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and join me next time when I'll be driving something hopefully less understeery. Until then, farewell.